Morning, my peeps. Sunday morning, we're out here getting it before it gets too hot. For all of you who don't know, I got life when I was 18. I beat my case, and now I'm back on the streets living my life. And it's just something I like to do for you guys to see. This is right here in our backyard, right here next to the park. Just a short film for you guys to see the ladies. This is just something we do, or I like to do, to keep my mind busy, like keep it off of everything. You know, when I talk about prison, it makes me think about prison too much, and it puts me right back in the cell. So in order to tell you guys stories and then like make it go 50-50, I have to do stuff like this to go to work, keep my mind off it. Because when I tell you stories, it brings it right back up, and it makes. Like I was saying, you know, when I talk about it, you gotta have some type of replacement for it, you know. So we come out to the park, or like when I go to work, it really helps me because I'll be up in the trees climbing. From being in the cell to being up in the tree 100 feet up in the air is way different. It just shows you how much there is to life than being inside a cell trying to act hard. So to finish my story, after Casper did that to that CO and shit, they slammed us down, and they slammed down anyways in the hole, but they kept us down like fucking 72 hours, and you get a shower, 72 hours you get a shower, that type of shit. So they moved Casper and Sally away from that cell, and they put in some skinheads next to us. Now, remember, I told you we're at war with the whites over there, skinheads, woods, whatever, white boy you are, pink, white, you're gonna get it. So right there, they put the skinhead, it was Elmer and Nails. One was a P-Knife, Public Enemy #1 skinhead, and the other was a War Skin. A bunch of different segments for the skinheads. You know, the white boys, everybody got the shot call, everybody follows someone. The woods, regular woods follow the skinheads, the skins follow the AB, and they get told what to do. Just like the northerners follow the Norteños, and Norteños get told what to do by the NF. Same for the Southsiders, the Sureños, to the MA get told what to do. So they put Nails and them next to us, and previously Nails and them had stabbed one of the homies, Wicked from Merced. They popped Larry Gomez, they took him to medical, and Elmer's and them stabbed him. Now, is there one good time they got on us during that whole war? Besides that, we were smashing. And anybody can attest to that that's been in Salinas Valley, you know. We were out there getting it. So right there in the ASU, after they put the skinheads next to us, they had Wicked right next to them. So it was pretty crazy and shit. We're all active right there in the tier. These fools just stabbed him, and Larry was fucking swelling up from the legs and shit because he got hit pretty good. And we went to the yard that morning and shit, and the Southerners were like, "Hey bro, your boy's bouncing and shit." And we're like, "What the fuck?" And I guess Larry had got all sick and shit from where he got stabbed, and they rolled him up out of there and shit. And they put some new Northerners next to us, so well next to them, so that was pretty cool. But overall, sorry guys, we had to stop the video real quick. We had some dudes over here watching us and shit, so we had to stop the video. I'm trying to smash on nobody right now. Literally, ain't no dudes out here gonna smash me, trust me. But anyways, when you're in the hole, like right there in the ASU, it's mostly communication. You got to be able to communicate with your people on the other wings. So like I said, you got to make a line, fish, communicate. So once I was in the hole, one of the homies is leaving and shit. So I'm already, like I said, we were educating and shit. So as soon as he left, he was like, "Hey bro, we need you to hold this down." So I became the unit commander right there in the ASU for the Northerners and shit. So that means any type of communication, any wheelers, filters, any people coming in will go through me. Filter it out, see you know the shit. Gotta make sure they're clean. So check the paperwork, do all that. Everybody does that in there, and you gotta check the paperwork. So once they're cleared, then everything's all good. They get the full program. So I was in the ASU I caught that I dropped that weapon out in the potty watching shit, which is bullshit, and I didn't want to drop it out. I didn't even want to hoop that shit. I should have just flushed it like we're supposed to. Weapons can be got all day. But anyways, they gave me I was gonna take 6 years and a strike for that weapon, and I was going to the Salinas Valley Court, because we're right there in Salinas Valley, so we were going to Salinas Courthouse, going back and forth, and I picked up some tobacco right there for some bloods. I had some bloods who were neighbors, Money Mike, and it was Money Mike from San Diego. He was from Lincoln Park Bloods, and then we had Rob Dog. Rob Dog was from Bounty Hunters. They were teaching us Swahili from the basics, you know, like Njema Usiku, Njema Usiku, Wewe Ku, Anemi Kichumbas, like good morning to you, Nasali, or good night to you, Nasali, Njema Sabui. They were teaching us anything like that, so we do pick up Swahili, Nawa. You're speaking all that kind of stuff in the whole. You're not speaking Spanish or English. So like when we talk, we're talking Nawa. Like my name wouldn't be Willie, it'd be Tisak, and my salad would be Coyote. Something like that, just weird. And that's just how you do it in there. So the cops don't really function, know what the hell you're talking about. So we gotta hide any type of thing to get away from COs, because that's the real enemy. Southsiders, whites, those are not enemies. Those are just people who are in our way, trying to stop our movement or struggle or whatever. The real enemy is the cops. They're the ones that try to keep you slammed down. The Green Wall, the brother Savage, Savage Studio, shout out to you, bro. He had mentioned that about the Green Wall. And I was with the Green Wall in Salinas Valley. Some motherfuckers are pieces of shit. And that's real. Right there in the whole ASU, the Green Wall was there. You had the Green Wall on the main line. Those motherfuckers are real motherfucking gang. COs trying to act hard behind their badge. Because if they're out here, CO came out here right now, I'll beat the shit out of him. He wouldn't do shit. He'd be a fucking pussy. He's a regular person out here. In the prison, he's a high-priced babysitter. On the streets, is a bitch. Whether they're cool or not. So, the Green Wall, those fools were bitches. They got my Sally Temper really good one time when they're cell extracting us. Temper, he fucking got shot in the head before with a shotgun, so he had a lot of metal in his head. So every time they want him, like, what the fuck you got in your hair? And they're like going through his hair and shit. And the homie's like, hey, get the fuck off me, bitch. I told you I got shot in the head. And so the fucking Green Wall moved on and beat the shit out of him. Fucked him up pretty good, bro. Fucking put him back in the cell. He was all beat up and shit over that. And what are you going to say? You can't say shit. You can't write him up. You can't do nothing like that. It's a loss. Lose-lose situation. So basically the fucking COs got to do what they want. In a way. Because you got fools that are savages and like real motherfuckers. CO ain't going to say shit to me. CO ain't going to look at me. CO's going to fuck give me my mail. That's it. Shut the fuck up. Get away from me. Don't talk to me. There'll be times where I didn't talk to CO for months. So there's just certain people who can antagonize a CO and get him to fucking do something to you, whatever. But for the most part, keep your mouth shut and your eyes and ears open, and ain't shit gonna happen to you. I never had no run-ins with no COs, the Green Wall, nobody. Kept it respectful, they kept it respectful with me. But you see the J-Cats are those fools that get fucked up by him. I mean, Temper, he didn't have to get out of line, but Temper did get crazy and tell him that fuck you and shit, and they fucking fucked him up for it. But overall, if you're in there and you just do your workout, read, do your program, they ain't gonna do shit to you. COs are bitches. Straight up. I ran into a couple of them out here that thought they were hella hard at cork and fucking mugged the shit out of them. They didn't do shit. Told them, what's up, man? I know you remember me. They act like they didn't remember shit. So I'm just saying, not trying to act hard, but COs act hard in there. When they're on the streets, they're bitches. Yeah, so overall, I mean, I'm not dissing the COs. They got to make their money. Everybody got to make their money, but when you go in there, be a motherfucking man about it. We don't need no women in there. All you stupid bitches, stay the fuck out of there. They don't need no women COs. Not trying to be rude. You bitches are stupid. Stay the fuck out of there. No one needs you there. Literally, stay the fuck out of the prisons. No one wants you there. No one needs you there. You got fucking people jacking off to these stupid bitches because they're stupid, and so you guys just stay the fuck out. Straight up. For a real convict, stay the fuck out. You don't need female COs. I mean, you guys are equal, whatever, but you're not equal. Stay the fuck out of there. Not trying to be rude, but overall, I went to court, picked up some fucking tobacco for the Bloods, and I was gonna take the 6 years in a strike, but since I was a lifer at the time, the courts were like, you know what, we're just gonna dismiss this case. So I was like, ugh, hell yeah. So they dismissed that case, and overall I did like a 18-month shoot for it. Got out of most of it was done in the ASU, so they just kicked me out back to the main line. And when I hit the main line, I was maybe like 2004, almost beginning 2005. They put me back on CR lower, still at war. Everything was still the same. I was going through my appeal process. My appeal was going really well, and I was trying to stay out of trouble, which I did besides the peace part, but my case was already getting overturned around this time, and I was about to go back to the county jail for another retrial. And since I was back on the main line and shit, we were back out there and still worked the skinheads and the whites, and nothing had changed about that. I mean, it is what it is. When you go to yard, when you touch an actual 180 yard up north over here, I don't know about down south because I never been down south but the Lancaster, but when you come up north, there's northerners out here. I heard a couple of West's stories where he talks about, he goes on the yard, and there's blacks, and there's Asians, and there's southerners, and the whites, and it ain't even like that. It's the blacks, the others, and the northerners. Then you got the whites with the southerners, and then you got it's separated like that. Whites and them go with the Southsiders, blacks other than everybody over here. That's how it is. You don't cross people's paths. You got your segregation. You got the segregated parts. You don't go in the Southside or the whites area. They don't go in ours. Simple as that. Blacks don't go in their yard. They don't go in ours. So basically, you walk the track. Everybody running the track. You're respectful. You say excuse me, running by. For the most part, I've always did my time with the Southerners. So about that truce with the Northerners and Southerners, that's a good thing because it's always been like that. We're Mexicans. Everybody hangs together. We all function the same. So in order for us to be on the level, it's going to be worse for everybody in there. Because with all Mexicans all together, we're the top dogs no matter what. Southsiders are the deepest. Southsiders are always going to be the deepest. They're the number one, as in deep part. And then you got the blacks, who Blacks are deep, but they don't do nothing. They'll never go to war. Not trying to talk shit, but we stayed going to war. And then Northerners, not too deep. The whites, really not deep. So when you got people like West going on there acting like the whites are all hard and shit, it's not true, guys. Everybody's the same. Everybody's equal. Dudes like West, all buff and shit, all day long, get stabbed up, lock it up over dope. Fools be snoping. For the most part, the whites and the Southerners lock it up more for dope. They're using the dope, slamming like junkies and shit, because they can't get at. They did it on the streets. They do it in prison. So ask any Southerner, ask any white, their numbers fall because they're addicts and they drop out. I've seen the biggest dudes on the fucking yards drop out over drugs like nothing, straight lock it up like bitches. So don't act like fools that are tattooed and shit, think they're all hard, because they're not. The real motherfuckers around the yards are the ones that are quiet and don't say shit, basically. So I don't like all that talking loud like you're all hard bullshit, because motherfuckers know you get stabbed, straight up. So those yards ain't no joke, honestly. I mean, you got dudes that act hard, talk loud, ain't shit. That's why they're out there talking. It's hard for me to talk to you guys because we're so long in there, so institutionalized, it's hard to talk. I feel like I'm ratting, I don't want to snitch, I don't want to do none of that. I'm not dissing races or nothing like that, but everybody that's been in prison knows what time it is. So whenever I'd hit the yard, there would be no whites out there because we're at war with them. So it would be the Southsiders, the blacks, and the others every time, you know? But in Corcoran, when I dropped to a level 3 yard, we were active with the whites that were out there. We function with them. And it's easy to function with anybody as long as everybody sticks to their own policies and procedures. Rules and regulations keep you in check. That's why when you're on the main lines, everything's in check, rules and regulations. And the SNY yards is way different, like the Wild Wild West and shit. But anyways, I don't got no problem with the whites. Fools like West, loud, talk all day like they're hard. The only reason I say that is because I've got a brother who looks just like West, acts just hard like West, but who is a skinhead. Same shit. He used to talk all hard. Whites think they're better than everybody, but they're not. In prison, they're especially not. They're like the lowest numbered, weakest ones in there. Not in a bean way, but number-wise, not deep. Northerners, not deep. We're weak compared to the Southsiders, just like the whites. Our numbers are really low always, on level 4s, whatever. So the strongest ones are the Southsiders. That's why we got to work hard, because it's 10 to 1. You fight 10 Southsiders to 1 Northerner usually. That's our workouts. That's why we do everything super hard. But anyways, I just want to let you guys know, don't fall into the hype. A lot of these dudes are on here telling prison stories that are actually, they're prison stories, but they put 10 on the 2. Just don't fall for the hype, bro. I'm not trying to talk shit about nobody. I'm just saying, for somebody who's been there and done that, just everybody just listen to what you hear and believe 50% what you hear and 50% what you see, and put that in. However that. Yeah, so growing up with my brother and shit, he was I was always a Northerner, he was always white. So when we went to prison, it was the same shit. We were both in Salinas Valley, but he was with the whites. He ended up bouncing out and shit to a different spot, like to New Folsom or something. But it's just weird growing up with someone that's racist, but not racist. So it's kind of weird. That's why I really don't fuck with those cats like that. But I can function with anybody regardless. But anyways, growing up with my dad's white, so I don't hate white people. I just dislike the way they act superior when they're not. It's just something like that, you know? Anyways, my brother's hella cool though. We are out here chilling. My best friend's white, so it don't. My boy Derek Jackson from Porterville, straight up comes out here and sees me. Your real friends, dude. I've been gone 12 years. I came back and shook his hand like nothing, gave him a hug. Still best friends. So it should be the stuff like that. Strength. I just want you guys to know that it's hard for me to come on here and talk to you guys. It's not easy for me to talk to you guys. It's really, really hard. It makes my heart fucking, I don't know how to describe it, but it's hard. It's hard to talk about something that you're not supposed to talk about, you know? I spent my whole life in there fucking everything on hush, and to come out here and try to talk about it and explain to you guys how it is in there, it's pretty rough. Really, really rough. You know, it's not easy, and especially as a Northerner, in there, the inside prison, the politics are the fucking number one of the Northerners. They politic the most. They got the most rules and regulations. They got the most dropouts for fools dropping out because the program's so hard to fucking follow. So I'm gonna let this story go, and I'm gonna come back in a little bit and do you guys another one because I'm about to go back to work today. So there might not be no more videos for a while. So I'm trying to knock some out for you guys right now. God bless you, and we'll talk right now. Over here walking at the park and shit, and had to make sure I didn't have no candies in my pockets. Just playing. Joke for you guys in there. He's like, we're working next to a school, bro. You know you're not allowed near there. I was like, fuck you, bitch. And he was like, if you're gonna go work on this property and do a tree, we're gonna have to check your pockets, make sure there ain't no candy in there. It's an insider joke, like for anybody who's been to prison. But alright, you guys, I'm gonna close this video. Give me a like if you like it. Like and subscribe. I'll be here and I'll keep filming for you guys. I'll keep fucking talking. I'll keep shedding knowledge if I can shed knowledge. So far though, have a blessed day. You guys have a good weekend. God bless.